In today's video, I am going to be breaking down the Diamond Basketball offense, and we're going to check it out and see why I actually really like it, but also why I kind of hesitate to ever use it. So let's get down and let's check this out. Really quickly, if you want a very deadly defense, check out the Unbeatable Basketball Zone Defense book that is down in the descriptions below, because what it's going to do is it will trap the corners, double the low post, and never leave anybody open. Everyone above that free throw line is going to be in single coverage. It's absolutely deadly because every time anyone runs a zone defense, a lot of offenses try to incorporate the corners, and this kills it. However, with the Diamond offense, the reason why I always hesitate to ever use it is because of this player right here. You only get 3 seconds in the key on offense, so he has to hang out outside of the actual key until you run the play. This is a very elementary offense, in my opinion, but it works extremely well. So the first and most easiest play that you can do is to have player 1 dribble towards this right side. You can have a pin down screen for player 5 to pop out, and then player 4 and 2 will come together for an elevator screen, and player 3 is going to go between those players. They're going to close on his defender, and now player 1 has 2 decisions. He should pass to player 5, or should he pass to player 3? Another great basketball play that you can run is to have player 3 as well as player 2 set a screen for player 5. Now, in this case, I would actually put player 2 down here and have the 2 big guys up top, or on the sides, I mean. And then I would have player 4 and 5 set the screen for player 2. When this happens, player 2 is going to choose a side. He's either going to go out towards the right or the left side. Let's say, for example, he chooses this left side. Now, what we are going to see is have player 3 set a screen down, but at the same time, he is going to be watching what happens here. So player 4 is going to be setting a screen for player 5. Player 5 is going to get open somewhere in the post or mid-post or three-point line area. And then player 4 is going to use player 3 as a screen to pop up, and now player 1 has 2 options to hit player 5 or 4, or if there was a miscommunication on defense, player 3 could also be open as well. Another great play that you could run is to have player 3 set a screen for player 4. After this screen is set, player 4 uses both 3 and 5 as a staggered screen. And then we're going to have player 3 turn, set the screen for player 2. So now player 4 is an option, player 2 is an option. But now player 4 is going to cut through, and player 5 is going to set the screen for player 3. Now, after player 3 uses that screen, there's a few things that we can do. So now, this can flow into a dribble handoff, and when that happens, and player 3 gets that ball, player 1 can roll to the basket, and we can have player 2 cut to the basket, and player 5 lift, 4 lift, and what happens is now this should be able to confuse quite a few defenses. Player 3 passes the ball up top. These guys clear out. We can be in 5 out. If you run the 5 out as a motion, this is great to be able to do after a set play, because now you're probably not going to have much time left on the shot clock if your area or league runs a shot clock, and you can then run into a basic motion offense where you can run the 5 out. There's a lot of different options when it comes to running the 5 out, where we can have, for example, 3 pass to player 4. This can be a staggered, or this can be a screen down, and then we get that next pass over. This turns into a staggered screen or zoom style action, where now player 1 can get open for a 3-point shot. There's a lot of options out of the 5 out, so definitely go check out the complete guide to the 5 out offense that is also down in the description below. Another play that I really like out of the Diamond set is the top screen and roll, and then we can have player 3 set up a staggered or an elevator screen. There's also another option where instead of an elevator screen, we can set up a staggered screen across with 5. 2 sets up that screen here. 1 uses that screen. 4 uses those screens, and now depending on if there's a defensive miscommunication with these 2 guys, they may be open for the pass. If that's not the case, then we can have a pass over to player 4, which could result in a 3-point shot. Or player 5 can sink, stay in that low post, and after this dribble handoff here, we can now have a screen by player 3. Player 3 sets that screen, player 2 cuts, and if player 2 is open, we can hit him up with a pass. And the reason why I have player 5 out here is because now player 2 can score, or if his man comes out to play help, and if that happens, let's say his defender comes out to play help, this would be a pass down to player 5 for the layup. This one's a little bit more complicated, but still very easy to be able to run. And the final set I'm going to show you is, again, very simple. So we're going to have player 3 and 5 set the screens. Player 2 is going to use player 3 as a screen, and player 4 is going to use 5 as a screen. When this happens, there may be an option for player 4 or 2 to be open for that pass, or player 5, what he could be doing is slipping, because if there's a defensive communication error, then he may be open for the pass as well. So definitely go check out the Unbeatable Basketball Zone Defense book, as well as the 5-Out Complete Guide that is down in the description below. I hope that this video has helped you. If it has, hit that like button and subscribe, and I will see you guys again in my next video.